Alright folks, the next thing that we have to do with this experiment is to look at the procedure. And remember, we have a few different parts to the procedure. One is the list of supplies that we will need. Two is the step-by-step process. And three is going to be labeling our different variables, the independent, the dependent variable, as well as labeling that constant or control in your experiment. So let's take a quick look here. I've put together a list of materials that we will need. We will need some water, of course, and paper towels like Viva, Great Value, and Bounty brand. A pipette may be necessary to help with this experiment. The graduated cylinder, as well as rubber bands and a beaker, of course. Now when we look at the step-by-step process, this should be drawn out so that anybody can follow these steps, and this experiment will turn out exactly the same for everyone. So it's a repeatable experiment, which is what we really want in science. Alright, our step-by-step procedure. First, you've got to get all those supplies together. The second step, you're going to place one paper towel on top of the 500 milliliter beaker and place the rubber band around it to hold it in place. Step 3, measure 30 milliliters. Remember, we use milliliters in science of water in the graduated cylinder and pour it on the towel. Then you're going to let it set for about 30 seconds. Finally, you're going to take that rubber band off and measure the amount of water that's left by pouring the water from the beaker into a graduated cylinder. That will tell us how much the paper towel did not absorb though. And we want to know how much it is absorbing, so we're going to take what we originally started with, the 30 milliliters, and we're going to take it and subtract the amount that was left over, and that will tell us how much was absorbed by the paper towel. Then, of course, you want to repeat this process for each paper towel. So we wrote that out into our procedure. And then finally, at the end, we want to list our independent variable, our dependent variables, and our constants or controls. So one of the independent variable, which is changed by the investigator, is our paper towel that we use, whether it's Great Value, Viva, or Bounty. Our dependent variable, of course, is what we're measuring and what's changing because of that paper towel. It depends on the paper towel. And that would be the amount of water left over, or even the amount of water absorbed by the paper towel. And finally, our constants or controls, things that we want to keep exactly the same throughout the entire experiment. Our constants and controls, and this would be the amount of water that we pour on top of each paper towel. I hope that helped you with procedure.